think everything is a journey, and the power of reflective feedback is just so very important to everything that we do in our work lives and in our personal lives. And to take time, quiet time, reflective time is just so important. So that's why when you have a break, and I recently had a 2 week break, is was very powerful for me to actually start to think about things. And this year has been particularly challenging for me with the passing of my father, who I adored and made a significant impact on my life. But what I've learnt from this is he was around, is what I did significantly learn is the power of being present. I mean, really, truly being present, not thinking about the past. And it's good to reflect on the good times in the past. And it's good to reflect on where you've gone and where you are now. And it's good to sometimes see the future. But being truly present is absolutely imperative to really learn about you, yourself, but also giving yourself some feedback to hang on, everything is okay. You're okay. So, being in the now, I know Hector Tolle spoke about being in the now, and a lot of the points that he did say was truly good. So when you're looking at feedback to yourself and maybe feedback from your other people, it's not to dwell on the past. It's not, imagining your future, which is great, but the only way you can actually challenge now is by impacting what you do right now. So it's a critical tool for your professionalism to really know yourself. A lot of emotional intelligence talks about knowing yourself, but really knowing yourself. You knowing your energy levels, you knowing what areas that you need to improve on. So continuous learning is a reflective feedback to yourself. Something that I did away while I was on holiday is read a couple of books, and I learned so much about communication, and two of the books that I learned from were based on communication. So acknowledging this and acknowledging change and adapting to this is reflective feedback. It's also part of your growth journey, and a lot of work's been done on growth, but really truly understanding where you've been, where you're going to, and what you can do to improve. So adapting this is the fuel to growth. So even when I do workshops, even when I do coaching sessions, whatever it might be, I might test a few things and then I give myself feedback. But then obviously the ultimate thing is getting feedback from the audience and getting feedback from the participants. Then I can go, well, what do I need to do to adapt and change that for the future, for the next time I do that? Because I want to make sure that I impact them, but I also want to make sure that I impact, number one is me, so I can truly go, well, what can I do next time which is going to be better than the last time? This is some of the things that I like to do now because I'm a coach, but also I'm a high performance coach. But I like to give back, and giving back is something that I truly believe. That's why I'm a coach athletics now. Because number one, my son is there, but number two is I love it, and I've learned a lot from my past, but I like to see the impact of other people as well. It gives me a great joy, but also gives me a great deal of feedback. Even then, I'm looking at ways to improve how kids can get better at running, and it's also based on what I do and how I run and give myself feedback on my performance. So I'm not young now, but I want to still improve on that. So it's congruent to lots of different facets in my life, but also looking at way actually to give forward and get the next generation of people improving. That gives me satisfaction, but it also gives me the ways and means to feedback as well. So high performance is all about improvement, what we can do, reflective feedback. So whether that's by journaling, whether that's by writing it down, there's a direct correlation between pen and paper and writing things down and going, well, what did I learn from that? And go, well, if you can actually see it, you can visualize it, and then you can actually make change for that. So the conclusion of this, if You can even take 5 minutes, 10 minutes of quiet you time to think about things without the noise of the future, the past, or whatever else. Whether you write it down or whether you just go into complete silence or whatever, reflect on it, learn from it, and improve on it, and make yourself better, more certain in your professional and even in your personal life. Hope this has been useful. Hope this is going to help you reflect a little bit more and give yourself some good feedback. And as Marshall Goldsmith says, feed forward so you can improve for the next time that you do this and give yourself the tools necessary to grow and again give that growth and high performance based on what you do.